Resale Rabbit here. It is 5:36 in the morning. Woo! I am fired up. I have not slept last night. If you watched my last video, you saw all the hassle that I went through with Comcast. I was up all night, and I have a drive to Indianapolis in a couple hours. Surprise! So, I just dropped Kara off at the airport. She had her flight canceled yesterday, so she's flying out this morning. She did not want to be on camera because she also was up just about all night, and, well, she wasn't happy. So I am heading back home. I'm going to finish up this shipment, and it seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I will be on the road shortly. We've got a shipment full of stuff right here. We've got more right there. Boxes of stuff. More over here. Phones and stuff being tested in here. Just put a new screen on that guy. We got this phone right here. This is a very high-end phone. It's cordless, believe it or not. A tablet. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. We're logging it all in the inventory lab. Can you tell I got a big burst of energy right now? I'm ready to go! Okay guys, I just had to show you this. See this basketball looking thing? Seriously, you can play football with this. This is a $100 Sony boombox. You can kind of see it in there. I think this will meet the 3-foot drop test. Finally got this shipment done. Just these two are 97 pounds combined. All the boxes together are probably somewhere in the range of 250 to 300 pounds. Now I get to lug all these to UPS. That's gonna be pleasant. By the way, for those counting at home, it is now 11:30, and I've been doing this since about 3:30. Filming while carrying boxes is not easy. Boxes were so heavy they left impressions on the carpet. We're back. Another day, another dollar, another shipment. Well, that's a few hundred pounds out of my life.
Not sleeping tonight. I will be up all night. As soon as I'm done with this, I am going to drive up to Indianapolis.
Do I sound tired in this video? I think I was a little tired. I am editing the video that hopefully you guys watched yesterday. I still haven't gone to bed yet. The things that I do for you guys. Ooh. Heading to a Craigslist meet. Well, this is kind of a bummer. I got the GPS right here. I paid $80 for it. It's worth about $55 after fees. So why did I buy something to take like a 30% loss? I didn't plan on it. I looked up Garmin Nuvi 885, which is like a $200 used GPS. It would have been a great deal. This is the 855. I dyslexicked the numbers. So that's kind of a bummer, losing like 30 bucks, but you live and you learn. It happens. That's what happens when you're running on no sleep also. Keep that in mind. So I looked back at the listing, and it turns out the model number was actually the one that I looked up, the 885. So that tells me that he put in the wrong model number. It wasn't my fault. So I guess it's okay to stay up all night and work. But anyways, I messaged him about it, and he was really cool about it. My faith in humanity was completely restored here. The guy met me up back at McDonald's, gave me my $80 back, apologized profusely, so it was really awesome of him. He really came through there. I didn't lose any money, just a little bit of time wasted is no big deal. But that's a lesson for you still. Make sure to verify that what you're buying is actually what was listed. Most people on Craigslist or Facebook or OfferUp, once they have the money and you part ways, it's a done deal, whether it's the wrong model number or not. So always be sure to look it up. So in case you haven't noticed, I am still in Nashville. It is 4:41. I'm still awake. The meeting actually got postponed till tomorrow in Indianapolis. So I'm gonna get up extra early so I can make it to Indianapolis in time for garage sales. That means I gotta be up at like 3 a.m. Good morning, Nashville. It is 3:06 in the morning. I went to bed at like 6 o'clock yesterday, planning on being up this early. We are going to drive up to Indianapolis now so I can buy something on Craigslist. And we're leaving early so we can get some garage sales in. After a quick onion and chive bagel for breakfast, we'll get on the road. Inception. I'm watching my video on Steve's video on my video. Your move, Rakin. Alright, we got the luggage set up. Let's head out. I've driven through the middle of the country so many times that I don't even need a GPS to figure out my way 2 states away to Indianapolis. Looks like the sun is finally starting to come up and I am somewhere in the middle of Kentucky. I can see the light. Not quite sure where. About an hour from Louisville and we can finally see outside. Yay! It is 7:01. As you can see, we're in Eastern time now. Don't you hate it when semi-trucks go 10 miles under the speed limit in the fast lane? Move over, IGA! Okay, we have to go check this out. I wonder if it's awesome.
If she comes around with a coffee, tell her I want a cup. It's $1.
Alright, so far I found a good deal. They didn't want to be on camera, so I couldn't film that transaction, but I didn't even negotiate. $20, I got a PS3. And here's what's even more exciting. You see that? 4 USBs. This is a backwards compatible PS3. It's missing a little bit. It's missing the top piece. But when I put that on there, I'll get about 200 bucks for it locally, which is awesome. I paid 25 for it. Now I have to throw in a controller. Now it came with a controller, but I'm not selling it with this controller. I got the camouflage controller with it, which is worth about 40 bucks used because they're harder to find. So I'm going to sell this on Amazon, and I'm going to find another controller in with my stuff to throw in with this. Alright, I got an $11 game and a $35 game for $15. I completely forgot to film this one, but for $100, I got an Xbox 360 with Kinect. I should get 100 back for the Xbox, another 45 for the Kinect sensor. He would not go less than 100, so I told him to throw in this graphing calculator, and I'll pay 100. This is worth about 40. That's about $100 worth of games that came with it. And there was also another stack of games that really aren't worth anything, or I didn't bother looking them up. I got this Xbox memory stick with it that I will get about $18 for. So that's a little over $300 on my $100 purchase. I think it's a good deal. This Xbox 360 lot you just saw me pay $100 for is worth $330.50. Now unfortunately, after I got home I realized the Xbox did not come with any cords, and that's $15 to order new ones. So I actually paid $115 for this $330 lot. And in addition to that, I've got these games and a movie that aren't worth anything, so they'll be sold locally. I did not feel in place there. I feel much more at home at the Mexican flea markets where nobody speaks English. This was like a clan meeting. There was an assault rifle being sold at one table. I was scared to take my camera out and film that. It was interesting. But you know what? The deals were awesome. I couldn't believe that PS3 was only $25. That was their asking price for it. So yeah, it was as advertised. Awesome. We are officially in Louisville, Kentucky, going to some garage sales. Looks like there are a lot in this neighborhood. It's 8:49 in the morning. Remember, we're in Eastern time now. Here's the road. Let's see what they got. $20 for a PS2 bundle. 2 racing wheels, still in the box. They are used. I'll get about 30 bucks each for them. A guitar, the receiver is in here, and a whole bunch of games with a PS2. I'm thinking I should hit around 100 to 150 for everything. Alright, I'm not wearing my seatbelt. We got another garage sale just up the road here. A little bit of congestion getting in. Let's see what they got. This one was mostly Christmas stuff and furniture. Some guy just yelled at me for texting and driving and said I'm gonna kill someone, and then called me an expletive. Funny part was I was sitting at a light. Garage sale number 3. I really should start filming in these sales. I spent $20. I got about $80 to $100 in game guides. Always be looking for these game guides for old video games. There's some money in these. A couple of them aren't worth much, but there are a couple of $25, $30 ones in there. I also got this bag full of stuff. A couple of Dreamcast controllers. I should be able to get a few bucks each for those. And there are a ton of games in here. I didn't even look through it all. There is a Game Boy Advance. I have never seen this before, but I looked it up and it's worth like 90 bucks. Just a whole bunch of games and stuff in here. There were Game Sharks. What is this? I'm not even quite certain what that is. This one should pay the $20 by itself. That should be worth a few bucks. I would say there's probably, in this entire purchase, at least 250 bucks for my $20 purchase. This lot that you just saw me purchase for $20 turned out to be a huge score. Some of these books are worth $30 to $40. The one in the upper right hand corner doesn't even have a UPC. It's a GameStop exclusive, and that's worth like 35, 40 bucks. The games here average at about $10 each. There are 23 games, so that's 230. This system here is worth about 90, whereas that is about 30. I've got a couple of controllers here. This is exciting. This game here is a $60 game. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Everything here, everything that you see, is worth $735.26. Remember, I only paid 20 bucks for it, for over $700 in merchandise. And I've got all of this stuff here that was not worth sending into Amazon, which I can sell locally when I have my yearly garage sale. I could probably get another $20 to $50 just for these games and accessories. There was also a Game Boy Micro for $1 there that someone else had got there before me and bought it. I tried pulling a vintage move and offering the guy 10 bucks to sell it to me. You know, he would have made money. He would have made 9 bucks just for showing up to that garage sale, but he said he wanted to keep it. Didn't seem like a reseller. He seemed like he just wanted it for himself. Oh well, off to the next one. Violets are blue, roses are pink. On graves of those who drive and drink. Alright, we got a couple of sales on this street, so let's check them out. Hey,
Morning.
I'm pretty good. How are you?
This is meant to feed me.
Alright. This guy's here to greet me for another garage sale.
So have a good day.
You too.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Are you good to keep her here? Yeah, I think so.
I'm at Rite Aid and I couldn't believe my eyes. A brand new Game Boy Advance game. This is from 2001. What year is it? I found another one. Holy crap, it's too bad they're not worth anything. Where's the sealed Pokemon games? I want to find those. I always feel weird walking out of a store without paying for anything. But when their beverage choices just aren't up to par, what can you do? Oh my god, you had me at hello. Alright, so I went with the Dutch apple caramel pie heated up. And a couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream. People of Louisville, you have no idea how lucky you are. Well, that was worth a stop. I wasn't even hungry. I just saw homemade pie and ice cream, and I mean, I'm only human. I can't pass that up. So the person who was supposed to be coming to walk the dog and feed the dog tonight, apparently she doesn't have a key to the house, which, big miscommunication. Anyways, I need to head back to Nashville tonight, so I am going to call Hotwire, have them cancel my hotel, and just head straight back to Nashville tonight. But Resale Rabbit, don't you know Hotwire hotels are non-refundable? Technically, yes, they're non-refundable, but I've booked somewhere around 200 or so hotels this year alone. They're pretty good to me. They will always help me out if there's an issue. I've had to cancel a couple of hotels this year already due to scheduling issues or mistakes. I actually booked a hotel on the wrong day once a few months ago, and I called them and they were able to cancel it for me. So I'm not too worried about that. There should be no problem for me. It's gonna be a lot of driving. It's 5 hours one way, so that's a 10-hour drive today, plus all the thrifting and garage sailing. But you know what is not so bad? I'm going to Indianapolis for a Craigslist purchase. Not really to do any thrifting. The thrifting just makes it a little bit better as far as, you know, the cost of the gas and the time and everything. But you know what? I did pretty well garage sailing here in Louisville, so I'm happy with it. I'm already going to be making like $700-800 on this Craigslist deal, and I've probably got, off the top of my head, $700-800 from garage sailing. So I'm going to rush to Indianapolis. I'm going to pick up this super secret Craigslist item, and I am going to head back to Nashville after that. So let's go. The Kentucky State Fairgrounds. Driving through downtown Louisville. I hear there's buildings full of chicken here somewhere. You've seen this video a lot, but there's no sign this time. We're going the other way. Indiana! You know, I talk to a lot of different resellers every day, and I've always wondered where they all came from. Apparently, there's a town filled with sellers, people who sell all different types of things. I live in Sellersburg. Well, since Rite Aid was a bust, let's see if we can find a quality beverage here. The Circle K. Oh, right here. Isn't that convenient? Indianapolis! We've made it! Finally! I am about 30 minutes from the church that I'm heading to pick up this big Craigslist item. It is in Carmel, Indiana, which is a suburb north of Indiana. I actually used to live right in the border of Indianapolis and Carmel. So let's get over there and you can see what we got. I got some money, now let's go get this magical Craigslist item. In the meantime, I'll fan myself with my $400 fan. Oh, it's so nice. This place is like a massive campus. This church has everything. I probably should have paid attention to that sign rather than filming so I could figure out where I'm going. There's like nobody here. There's nobody here. Hi, I have a meeting with the grounds manager here. Where would I find her? I didn't realize this place was so big.
Yes.
I can't tell if I'm at a church or a college campus. I just left the gift shop. There's a coffee shop next door, and the gift shop and the coffee shop are open all the time. I am now going to the barn, they called it, which is like a fancy looking building over there near the golf course. So a church like this may entice more people to start going to church. This is amazing. Alright, that's the student ministries office, and this, I believe, is the barn. That's a fancy looking barn.
Hi, John.
Hi.
How was your trip?
Long?
Long?
Alright, just leaving the church now. Are you ready to see what I got? I walked out filming, and I was gonna film the whole transaction, but they asked me not to, so unfortunately I can't show you that. But I can show you what I got. Are you ready to see the big winner? I got a mailbox. Nah, just kidding. These are zebra thermal printers. This is what you use to print UPS labels and, well, really anything, but most people use them for UPS labels or post office labels. These are worth about $125 each after fees on Amazon, and I got 7 of them. I paid $175 for them. Now I also asked them if they had anything else for sale, and they had some POS equipment. I got this Star receipt printer, which is worth about $150–200. I didn't even look it up. I've sold them before. Usually they're between $150 and $250, so that's a good one. And I got this thing that goes on a cash register. This is worth about $150. I paid $30 for those 2 items. When the zombies come, if we need to fight them off in a Chevy Cobalt, I think we're all screwed. So I'm in Southport, Indiana at a Goodwill store. There are about 5 Goodwill stores in this little part of Indianapolis on the south side. There are all 5 of them in one short area, so we're gonna hit them all before we head back. Well, this looks fancy. Fancy price tag too. So some guy walks up to me and asks me to look up a website for him, snapfish.com. He wanted to see what it was. He found a photo of the Empire State Building, and on the back it said snapfish.com and had a date. I don't remember what the date was, but it was 06. And he said it might be an antique, a rare photo. And I thought he was joking at first. He actually thought that they would have a website on the back of a photo from 1906. I have nothing to say about that. Always look up cassette recorders regardless of the brand. This is Radio Shack, which is known for cheap crap. It's $2. It's worth $54. I'll get about $45 on Amazon. Decent rank too. It's a little greasy, which kind of grosses me out. It's actually half off. It cost me $1.07. And I got these orange bags. They leave me nostalgic of my time in Indianapolis. Hey guys, I'm driving by that place. You know what I'm talking about, that place? The place. You know what? Here, I'll show you. You know, that place? Just 8 minutes away is the Greenwood Goodwill store, number 2. This toothbrush holder looks really happy. So when I moved out of Indianapolis about a year ago, I donated a few thousand of these. All brand new, just like this. Same brand and everything. I wonder what the odds are that this is one of them that I donated. I go into the store and it was beautiful out, and I come out and it looks like it's gonna start pouring. I actually walked out of there with nothing. I was kind of curious as to why Indianapolis was so bad today. It's half off day and the day's just about over. It's 3 o'clock on half off day. Yeah, just about anything worthwhile is gonna be gone. But you know what? We'll hit the other stores anyways. At the third Goodwill, I did pretty well. I'm gonna call it a day here though, because it's starting to get late. I'm starting to get tired, and I've got a 5-hour drive ahead of me. That's never a good combination. I got this Netgear switch, which I should be able to get about $40 for. This modem, which I should be able to get about $20 for. Here's a $40 item, brand new in the package. A pair of Sony remotes, which I should be able to get 15–20 bucks each. Normally I don't pick these up. It's an AV cord for an Xbox 360 because it was 50 cents. Overall, I spent $9 on everything. I am about 20 miles from the Kentucky border, from Louisville. I was just dead tired, so I pulled over, parked behind a gas station, slept for about an hour and a half. Now we're back on the road. I'm hoping to be back in Nashville by, 10:45, I think the GPS said. I'm tired. It's been a long day. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen this video many times before. Someone made an important life decision here. The movie is more important than staying awake. We made it to Nashville! If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button below, subscribe, and go on to ResaleRabbit.com to see more.